start again. It's a rich thing.
Welcome back to the Daddy's Boys podcast. This is now episode 8. We've already talked about some weird stuff, and we're definitely going to cut that out.
No.
I'm not. What are you talking? Now this man started to speak French again.
Yeah, he
Y'all
was
taking
speaking French first.
classes.
Whatever you're listening on, make sure to give us a rating, like, subscribe, follow, thumbs up, the little emoji where it looks like you are constipated, or
Text my mom. Ever make you some food. Text Ben's grandma.
have her make you
Feel the
some
gums.
food.
Did anybody make topics this week? I think I only have
I have
one.
some little
I think it's
things to
awesome.
talk about.
All right, so you remember I was talking about that coworker,
Little groogy.
that
Yeah.
fine 6-year-old,
Oh, 6-year-old?
60-year-old.
Wow.
This man's
Oh,
this
shoot.
man's a gilf.
Move away from the microphone.
Yo.
He's a gilf
Yo.
lover.
Go Flover.
No, because I open with her, and so as we're prepping during the day,
You opened her.
we would do prep first, and she always just keeps talking on and on. It was like this last week. She was like, "I've been watching a lot of TV. Like every day I go home, I immediately turn on the TV and watch those true crime shows. You ever watch those? You know what that is?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm aware it's crime. I've been around it. I know."
All my life from the streets. Bro, you gotta fix your fucking hat. Ben has his hat turned sideways like he was some type of fucking British gangster.
Straight out of the
Like, coming out your
90s.
life. Don't test me, bruv, or you'll get the shine.
You'll get the shank.
He looks like a fucking
I'll smash
early
ya.
2000s Fred Durst.
Yeah, like one of the high school villains from a movie. You did that. Don't test me, bruv.
He looks
Can't
like
do it.
Lizzie McGuire's villain.
Oh, shoot. So
Talk about that old lady pussy.
she was talking about her true crime shows, and she was like, I've been watching them so much. I'm so like interested in like what they do to their victims and like things like that. I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. But this thing she said, she's like,
Freak.
she said that like every time the family members are like talking to, I guess, the police or like news people after the serial killer's already been caught and everyone knows what's going on, they're always like, I never knew this whole time he was doing that. She's like, they just never knew. It's crazy. I'm like, well, nobody's out here like,
Yeah.
Mom, I'm gonna keep going down to the basement. I know I still live in the attic, but I'm going down the basement. They're screaming and stuff.
Yeah.
I just want you to know I'm killing people, you know.
Posting on their Facebook.
She's like, you know, I'm skinning.
LOL. I'm skinning people alive and wearing their.
LOL.
we can't start this off like.
Oh my god.
LOL. New face.
She's like, they're always like, I never knew. It's like, well, yeah, because nobody knows. It's just funny because nobody's like, oh, y'all caught him? Yeah, he's been doing this for about a year now, you know. We knew this whole time, but, you know, he's our cousin, so, you know, he can't really say anything. It's family.
My cuss.
No, like, I guarantee you no one's going to be like that. Or no one would say that. They're always going to be like, I never knew. I never knew this whole time. Oh, no.
Yeah,
Like, I'm not trying to get sent a present with this guy. This guy's a freak. I think he touched me.
There was this weird night at poker where all I heard was. And he just stomped on the floor a couple times and he said, "Shut up." And I just thought
shut
there was like a
up.
weird quirk of the house, you know? Like,
I just thought he was
you hear a
wearing...
beeping and then he's like, "My cookies are ready."
I just thought he was wearing women's wigs. I didn't realize the scalps were still on there.
I thought that they were fox furs, officer. I thought he was an avid trapper. I thought that was the most illegal thing that he was doing is snaring rabbits and skinning them.
He made me this awesome scarf.
Look at it. It's blonde. Isn't that cool? It's an albino
It's
rabbit.
blonde with fucking blue highlights.
Oh my god. Feathers. Like feathering. Did y'all ever watch that movie Megan is Missing?
No.
Nah.
Pretty decent. It was about like a serial killer.
Like a
Who's in it?
Old movie, newer.
It was probably like 2010, maybe. My sister made me watch it whenever I was young, and it fucking scarred me for life. But it's like this girl that gets kidnapped, and he like puts her in a dungeon. You know, it's fucking crazy. Pretty good though.
God
And he,
damn.
The whole
like-
thing is like from the perspective of like a video camera or some shit.
Oh, like found footage film.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
You know,
an FFF.
yeah. Was there any like popular actresses in there?
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
He played the camera.
Yeah. What's that? Nicolas Cage. He was the girl.
No,
Nah, I don't remember.
you can't keep me in here. I deserve to be let out. There's a declaration of
There's a
independence that
declaration.
needs to be
Fuck. He's like, I need to be let out. The guy's like, oh, what do you need to do? I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence. He's just like, man, shut up.
He's like, I know,
Slap-
I know, keeping you in this dungeon was the wrong thing for me to do, but hearing you say that, I feel justified now.
I am protecting America.
I'm gonna kidnap the president of the United States.
Do you ever see? I think it was like Gone in 60 Seconds or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was with Nicolas Cage, right?
that was the first sex scene that I ever watched
Was him and Angelina Jolie?
in the car after that was before that they stole the car, right?
It was in the process of stealing it, I think.
That they broke in, heels to Jesus, and then skedaddled.
Yeah. There's a part in that movie where I think they're getting the last car, and he's like, "All right, let's go." And he does this like
Oh,
weird thing where he's like,
yeah.
like that.
Shakes his fingers around.
Yeah, he's just like
I'm just
He's just-
saying that for the listeners. I can't really describe this.
he's like
but-
jumping up and like shaking his hands like guns, just like, "Wow, let's go."
Let's go.
And then Angelina had like white, what is it?
She had like dreads.
Yeah, it was like
Oh, I remember
white,
that.
like bleached dreads, and she's in there. And she's like, "Yeah, jumping too." As a kid, I was like, "Yeah, okay." Yeah.
That's normal.
There's cars in this movie. What?
Oh, you're seeing the Nicolas Cage's tits while he's jumping. That was a decent movie.
It was.
I
I
really liked it.
Did you
And it
ever
had-
see the second one?
There's a second one.
Yeah,
Gone in
dude.
120
I
seconds.
saw it. I saw it once, and then I've never been able to find it again. It was like this hidden mystery.
Maybe they made it and it was so bad they had to just scrub
Like,
it.
This is
from
just
everything.
embarrassing.
Yeah,
We'll
it
take
was
the-
kind of
the
like
$50
one of
million
those. It
L.
was one of those movies where the first one's great, but they try to add on to it, and
Yeah.
it's just fucking shit.
It's like the Fast and the Furious movies.
God,
No, those all just suck. Never mind. Sorry. What was that?
bro, 1 through 3 was good.
I would say
The rest were shit.
acceptable.
Yeah,
What's another one?
Jumanji.
Well, they revamped it. I never, because there was the original one.
Was that Los
Robin Williams.
Angeles?
hmm?
You're
Los
talking about like
Angeles.
when it's like.
I
the
just think
monsters
of
and stuff, or-
every movie with the
The Rock.
The Rock is
The Mummy too.
Yeah, The Mummy too.
That
yeah.
one was bad because of the CGI.
Dude, that
was a
weirded
good
me
movie,
out
though.
so much when he was the fucking the dude,
The
the
Scorpion
Scorpion King.
Yeah,
I used to watch those a lot as a kid.
because they were always on FX.
Well, like we just
Yeah.
just
I
had
used to play
the
it every fucking night.
we just had the DVDs of it, and it was funny because the mummy, like the main mummy that's bald, used to look, or my dad's friend George used to look exactly like him. And so after a while, I was like scared of the movie, and I'm like, "Oh, that's George." And I was like, oh, "Yo,
We're
this is
good.
At
weird."
least it didn't turn into you being scared of George.
No.
Every time he comes
Just-
up, you're like, yo, I don't
Unless-
want the
unless
fucking
he's like-
Egyptian Beatles.
I was just like, "Hey, Benjamin, how's it going?" And I'm like, "Oh, good, George." And then his jaw just starts like stretching down and starts sucking in all the locusts and sand.
Dude, you have a very good memory of movies.
Yeah.
He's able to, like, he'll start saying scenes. If you ask me what was a scene from The Mummy, I could maybe name you one scene. And then the same thing from Gone in 60 Seconds, I could name you one scene out of that movie. But we've had multiple discussions to where he's like, yo, do you remember this movie? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you remember that one part? And he goes on about this thing, describing it in
dude-
detail. And I'm like,
This
vaguely.
dude.
And then he swaps to another scene. And I'm like, what the fuck is...
It's
This
not
dude
really
will
like,
remember the time on a clock on a movie,
Yeah.
like in the background.
And he'll put that out as like valid information during it. He's like, yeah, it was like 12:30 on a Wednesday, and I remember it was raining outside, but yeah, the Emoji Movie. Back to it. There was this one scene, and it's like, what the?
I never saw that movie, so I can't go into depth on that one.
Oh, now I got you trapped in a corner. Yeah. What about the Angry Birds movie?
Yeah, I saw that one.
All right, J Nation, we're producing bangers with the
What was
fucking
that guy's
Angry
name?
Birds.
Man.
The guy from Stranger Things, Walking Dead.
No. The one that did the main bird in Angry Birds was the one from We're the Millers. He was like the dad person.
Same guy from Ozarks.
No, that's I think his name's like Jason Blum.
The same.
Is the guy from Ozarks. No, this is like
Jason Bateman,
Andy
right?
Zalikanakis or something.
Galifianakis.
Milanakis.
Yeah. No. So the reason why I know movies so well is because growing up, my sisters and I, we would always just watch a bunch of like these movies that we had that my dad kind of pirated, but we would just watch
that
them.
louder and on the microphone.
The movies we got completely legally.
Would he steal a purse?
The movies y'all rented.
Would he steal
Yes,
a
the
car?
movies we rented.
Would he steal a car?
Would you download a car?
Would
His
you-
dad is Nicolas Cage and Gone in 60 Seconds.
Wait, do you remember that commercial to where it's Annie Piercing and they're like, "Would you steal a purse? Would you steal a car? Would you steal a person?" I don't
No,
fucking
it's like,
know.
Would you steal a policeman's hat? Would you then
Yeah.
defecate in said policeman's hat? And then would you give
What?
it to the policeman's? You ever seen that?
No.
It was like making fun of that
Like a
commercial.
meme?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was
Oh,
an
and
actual.
then at the end, it goes, well, then you wouldn't steal like a movie or something, or you shouldn't steal a movie. Pirating is theft.
Huh.
Wait, so what about your dad and stealing? What's your dad's name and age and birthday?
So my sisters and I would watch, like, because we had huge cases of movies, and we would watch them over and over. And it got to the point where we would, like, be somewhere or something, and saying a line from that movie would be funny. And so we would say that, and then they'd be like, oh, because we remember it, and so we're all laughing, and everyone else was like, what? And we would just keep going. And it got to the point where we, like, could remember, like, who played which actors, like, the actors' names, the names of the characters they played, what the lines they said at certain parts, what, like, went on in those parts. And it was, like, this little inside joke we had. And, like, our family friends would always, like, make them upset because they know what we were talking about. But now it gets to the point where my sister will say, like, blah, blah, blah. Do you remember what that was from? Oh, yeah, it was from this movie. Do you remember who said it? Oh, this person. What part of the movie? Oh, this, that. Yeah, okay. Like, they're testing me. And it's weird. I guarantee you, not anybody does that. And
Yeah.
I think there's no real point for me to have this superhuman ability to recall movies so well. Except if we're
Out of
playing...
any other power.
Except if we're playing like a, they used to have those games back in the day. Like I remember there's one for Marvel movies, where you'd have like little chess pieces or whatever, like little board pieces. It would be like a board game,
Yeah.
but you'd also put a DVD in the, and
And
it
you
would,
play along with it.
yeah, and be like, what part of the movie did this happen, or who was this character?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody still does that, but if we ever do, I'm your guy. I will take you to the finish line.
I think I could do that with books, but not movies. I've never. I enjoy watching movies, and like I'll watch a lot of movies. After I get out, I may remember like 3 parts in it, unless it's like something like The Platform or something to where I could tell you exactly what's going on in the movie, like just from memory because I'm actually focused on it.
Yeah.
If it's like a fucking Marvel movie, every time that I watch the Marvel movies, I'm like, oh, I didn't remember this happened. Iron Man died. Spoiler.
Bro. Nah.
Yeah, I can't remember shit.
No. You want to hear something fucky that happened today?
Sure.
Lay it
We
on
can't
me.
dwell on this topic too hard, okay? But it's kind of funny. So I went to Taco Bell around 12 today. The bell.
Mhm.
Pulled up there, and I'm listening to Denzel Curry, and this girl and her friend are like next to me, I guess, and they were going inside to get a pickup order because now they're only doing pickups. And I didn't want to go through the drive-thru because I ordered something not off the menu, but apparently you have to get it through the app.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't want to go through the drive-thru, and then whenever the bitch answers, she like checks it and she's like, we don't sell this anymore like she did last time and the time before that. So I got that grilled cheese burrito because the bitch said that they didn't have it anymore. They do. Okay? And then the quesarito, she said that they didn't have it and you had to order on the app. That's a lie.
Really? It's just straight up on the menu?
That was a lie. And so I placed it on the app and I was like, I don't want to go through the fucking thing in case she's there, because I don't want to say hello to her. Because this bitch has the hots for me or something. So, place the order and this girl next to me gets out of her car and her friend, and I guess that their windows were rolled down. And so I was listening to Denzel Curry pretty decently loud. And I could see them watching me, but I didn't want to like make eye contact and stuff. But I could see them like looking at me. And I turned, and then they like turned their head real quick. And I was like, okay, what the fuck's that about? They go inside. I had placed my order, and I wait in the car for like maybe a minute or something. Turn off the car. I go inside. And y'all know how I have those little hair beads?
Yeah.
Like the metal thing? Basically what I do is I put a hair bead inside of a braid for who's ever listening, because 99.99% of the people haven't fucking seen any of our faces. Yeah, and so I braid up my hair, and then I put on a bead to hold it down. And so I go inside. As I'm walking in, I guess that they're starting to walk out. And the girl, like, stops me, and she's like, that's fucked up, right? I was like... And it, like, caught me off guard because I was in a good fucking mood for once.
Yeah.
I didn't wake up hungover. I got enough sleep. I felt so good. I listened to a podcast this morning. I pet my cat. I woke up. My cat was, like, laying in my arm. It was a good-ass morning. I was like, I'm going to get fucking Taco Bell and treat myself. And then this bitch she's like, that's fucking... No, she's like, that's fucking wrong. She's wearing our high school shirt. I'm like, this bitch is a high schooler. I was like, what? She's like... Yeah, what you're doing's fucked up. I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, that's called cultural appropriation, what you're doing, right? And so I stopped and I was like, what are you talking about? She like gestures to my hair bead and she's like, white people aren't supposed to have dreadlocks. And those hair beads are like stealing the culture and like you're profiting off the... And I stopped her and I was like, first of all, you just said that I have dread... No, and then she said about me listening to Denzel Curry, and she's like, you're trying so hard to, like, steal what they've been victimized. And I was like, dude, stop for a second. This isn't even about cultural appropriation. But first, this isn't a dreadlock. It's literally a braid. It's a 3-strand braid. That was it. It's a normal fucking braid that any third grader in the world does. I'm like... That's just what it is. It's not a dreadlock. The hair bead has fucking Norse ruins on them. They're fucking Viking beads. And I got them because I wanted to use them for Dungeons and Dragons as a fucking gay Viking or some shit. Some dumbass Viking, And so I told her that. I'm like, look. And I pulled it off and I'm like, that's a fucking Viking ruin. And I'm like, this is a regular braid. She was just like, okay. Like, chill. And I'm like, no. Like, what the fuck are you
should have
talking
chilled
about?
out before you fucking
Yeah, she
talked
went
to
off
me.
on you, and she's like,
I'm like, it
stop.
doesn't even matter. Like, it doesn't matter if you believe cultural appropriation's a thing or not. Like, I feel like that there's like a fucking like spectrum of this shit. So
Yeah.
but we don't even have to get into that. It's like, but goddamn, you can't just come out the gate like with your fucking claws drawn. And then the second that I'm like, bitch, you're wrong, you just start backing up. Nah, I'm going to have to take you down. I'm going to have to sit you down, girl. And so I fucking picked her up and I slammed her.
And then I got my Taco Bell and I went home.
And I fucking took hers too. And her friend, guess what? She was like, yo, done too. I picked her up and I slammed her too. Now that shit pissed me off though. And I was like, this isn't a dreadlock. If you just look, you can see. I'm like, plus it's a fucking bead in my hair. It's a metal bead. You can
Yeah.
see the fucking thing on it. Dude, it ticked me off. And I was like, look,
It's the,
I know you're in high school. I understand that. But quit being so fucking obtuse and pretentious to people, should tick me off. And so whenever I got my Taco Bell, I ate the shit. It was enjoyable. It was. But I felt sick and I just puked. I was like, this bitch just ruined my fucking day. So I got her license plate. And I ran her address.
Hey, oh, what?
Yeah.
Is that it?
I'm a killer. Either that or I'm
Alright,
gonna take
jokes.
$5 of
Jokes.
flesh off of her because she ruined my fucking lunch.
I'm just gonna pretend like I never heard this. So when they're interviewing me,
I
like,
didn't even know
I
that this
never
guy
knew.
did this.
I never knew. You don't know about these things till after. I never knew.
I never
I
knew.
never knew.
He made a joke once. I heard screaming out of his closet. I thought it was a meme. Nah, dude, that really fucking upset me. And I at first I was laughing because I thought she was fucking around,
Uh-huh.
Plus, it's like, I'm not one to be like confrontational with a stranger or anything, but still, once I
Yeah.
figured out she was being serious, I was like, bitch, quit running your mouth and I'll fucking explain that whatever you just said was wrong. And I was wearing a fucking shirt, and it has the Mandarin characters on it, and she called it kanji, and she started saying that I was appropriating that culture by buying a fucking shirt that had Mandarin writing on it. Like the Mandarin characters. I'm like, bitch, you're wrong on all levels.
What the hell?
Girl was a fucking lunatic.
Dude, it's weird. I feel like all these young people, like these little teenagers, they think they know fucking everything
Yeah.
because of the shit they see on news and social media and shit like that.
I feel like
They just fucking hop off on it.
I feel like people are getting like overly sensitive about everything now.
Oh, dude.
And like
It's
it's cool if you
ridiculous.
it's cool if you think that cultural appropriation is a thing. Like to a certain point, I think that it's a thing to where I if somebody goes on and they're doing like a sacred Buddhist ceremony or some shit and it's in the background of a music video or something like that, or it's like a fucking like anything related to that, or somebody starts using like fae and fair, like from Celtic stuff, to describe their pronouns or something. Like, I think that that's semi fucked up.
I feel like
But at the same time, at least be right about what you want to fucking talk to somebody about, so you don't just accuse some dorky ass white kid who has
Yeah.
a fucking braid in his hair.
yeah, I feel like it goes from, you said earlier there's a spectrum. I feel it goes from cultural appreciation
Yeah.
and it goes to cultural appropriations, where
Yeah.
like I'll wear stuff for like things like this and that because I appreciate this culture and I like it. It's cool. It's fascinating to me. But I'm not gonna pretend like this is mine, and I'm gonna embody myself in this entirely and pretend that I am completely a part of this, always was, and this
Yeah.
is me. People
Yeah.
are always just like, "There's no spectrum. What you're doing doesn't matter what it is. It's wrong."
Dude, and it's so weird that, like, I met so many more people that, and like I said, it doesn't even matter, like, if you believe in it or not. It's just, like, if you want to be argumentative with somebody, at least do it to somebody that actually has dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or-
like Angelina Jolie and Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah, that shit was just whack, though. I felt like such a boomer at that point. Or, like, I felt like I had just moved past being like, oh, I'm still a kid, to being like, nah, I fucking hate kids. I hate them all.
Yeah.
That shit. And she was wearing her fucking high school letter jacket. And I'm like, bitch, it's like 90 degrees outside. You're wearing a letter jacket and also shorts.
We've been in the
Those
high 90s
things
to
don't
100s.
fucking-
You're
match.
retarded.
Just because the fucking we have a little bit of overcast doesn't mean it's cold. You can't fucking bust out your Uggs and then just start complaining that other people are appropriating cultures, little girl. Gotta put you in a chokehold.
I remember this was like a while back, and looking at me, you think I'm just some white boy. But like, I remember this one time I think I was waiting to be picked up from school, I either forgot my headphones or they broke or something. So I was playing like Spanish music, and I was like away from everyone because usually my car comes late, and so I don't want to have like teachers always waiting on me like, oh, you're still out here? When's your car coming? And they're like, I feel like a burden to them, and so I always like hang off to the side. So this one day I was playing music out loud, and it's music I always grew up to. Like I grew up to Shakira,
Who's that guy
and
that sang that song that you used to play all the time? It was like the love song.
oh, it's a long name. It's like Daniel me estás
Oh.
mentando. But
This man remembers everything.
no, but I
Well,
was
he used to play it every time we were in the car together.
I wanted to hear
That was the
because the guy drummed. He played on the drum and sang too, and I was like, this is cool. Anyways.
flashbacks.
So
PTSD.
I was listening to this, and like these kids come up to me and like, why are you listening to this? You're not even Mexican. You probably don't even know what they're saying. Blah 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 blah. Just stick to your little like Justin Bieber music. I was
Cowboy
like,
Bebop.
I guess I don't know. But they were like dogging on me for that. And then my friend at the time, Francisco, was like, you guys, this kid is half Mexican. His mom's straight from Mexico. And I was like, yeah, she's not even legal. And they're like, okay, so you're still white. I'm like, no. No. Like, you're coming at this wrong just because I look white. You just think I'm like stealing the culture I grew up in. I would spend months in Mexico. Like, I am not just some
I am
white
the culture.
I am the culture.
Mexico.
I am.
That's why I always like. I remember I always would go places with my mom, and they're like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? Who is this?" And it'd be funny because sometimes it'd be my mom, my friend growing up, who is like pretty dark Mexican, and it'd be my mom, him, and myself, and we're like shopping at our like local mall or something. People would come up like, "Oh, hey, haven't seen you in a while." Talking to my mom, and they're like, "Oh, is this your son? Hey, who are you?" And she's like, No. The white boy right here. That one's my son. This other one is his best friend. And they're like, really? She's like, yeah. All the time.
I don't know why I find it so funny when you say Wedo.
That's what I was laughing at too.
That's what they would call me when I'd go down to visit my abuelita, my grandmother in Mexico.
That's spelled with a P. Puerto.
No, it's what? What's
Is that the houses people live in?
That's a pueblo.
The Weiblos?
Yes.
Web-
Yes.
Hey,
That's
thought
Weiblos.
that's a spider house, man. Weiblos.
Yeah,
I did not.
I'm good.
I did not have
Any of
sexual
this.
relations with the joint. I did not.
I did not.
I love my wife.
I did not inhale that woman.
I love my wife. That's all I have to say. Although occasionally I will wear red high heels and a dress.
Yo, do y'all want to do the things?
Yeah, let's do the gifts.
Imagine you go down to Mexico and then there's regular houses and there's just one house and it's covered in spider webs. And you're like, oh, it's a Weiblo.
That's all I
And
blue.
then some lady is like, crawls out and she's like, mijo, aquí comida. Oh, and some kids just start crawling on the
Oh
web.
my god.
Oh my.
It's like what's that? We Are Legion with that old lady that fucking climbs up the wall.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
Your baby's gonna burn. What'd you say, you old bitch?
Whoa.
Your baby's gonna burn. She's like, tick, tick, tick. That was a good
God.
movie. No, it wasn't. That movie sucked.
It was pretty shit.
Yeah. So, if you're new to the podcast for the past couple episodes, I guess last episode and then the episode before.
Each
So
of
Ben
us.
Ben gave us gifts last episode's the episode before. I gave them gifts. And this week, Evan got us stuff from Amazon.com. Use our promo code at Amazon.com. What the fuck is this?
It's a book.
Is this from Amazon? No, it's from Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's another cooking book.
Nah. Yo,
Dr.
where
Dre's.
is my cooking book? I forgot it that night.
It's in my room.
Oh
Or
hell
my
yeah!
closet.
All
I've
right.
been needing to make a recipe.
So I am going to open my package. I'm not going to look. I'm going to reach inside. Hopefully it's not an animal.
Pretty sure if it was an animal, it would be dead because I got these like 3 weeks ago.
What is that? Why is it like
that a-
squishy or something?
Did you get him a?
Oh my god.
Pull it out.
Is that? Yo. What? Oh my gosh.
What the fuck is that?
It's a throat exerciser.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Or it's like a jaw exerciser.
Oh. I thought
So
it
he can practice opening up.
Yo, let me see that.
Jaw wide
I
open.
want to feel
Yeah.
it on my penis.
I thought it was like I could feel like the suction thing on the. I thought it was like a complete suction thing, and so you stick it on the wall, and there was like the lips on the other
Put your
side.
nuts on it. Yo, hand me the Lubriderm.
Hey, what?
I'm gonna put my dick in it. I want to have sex with it. Ooh, I don't like this feeling. That feels nasty.
It's on my phone.
I don't like that.
Yo, you gotta use it.
So it looks like if
The Dairy Queen.
I was about to say, it
Yeah,
looks like
it looks
Dairy
like the Dairy
Queen.
Queen
Dairy
lips.
Queen lips.
It's like if Dairy Queen had their own sex doll and you just pulled the lips out.
I thought it was a weird pocket pussy at first without like the back part or some shit. I don't know.
Was this a gift for me, but ultimately for you?
All right, if you want to see the gifts, be sure to check us out on Instagram at the Daddy's Boys Podcast. Good gift, Devin. All right, now I'm opening mine. Oh, it is a book. What the fuck is this?
Yo, hold it up, hold it up.
All right, Evan got me a book, and it says how to talk to your cat about gun safety and abstinence, drugs, Satanism, and other dangers that threaten their 9 lives by the American Association of Patriots. What the fuck is this? All right, the back says the cats of America are under siege. Long gone are the good old days when a cat's biggest worries were mean dogs or a bat. Today, cats must confront liberals, online predators, the possibility of their needing to survive in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, and other countless threats to their 9 lives. All right, here are some of the sample questions, what they're going to answer. What age is the right age to talk to my cat about the proper use of firearms? What are the benefits of my cat living a lifestyle of abstinence? Why does my cat need to use the internet? Can't he just play with like other cats used to? Our country and our cats stand a precious price. Oh my god. Oh, precipice. Oh, you stand at a precipice. It will take courage and it will take hard work, but armed with the knowledge within these pages, we're going to make our cats and America great again. This is the greatest book of all time.
Yo.
Yo, I flipped to a random fucking page. And there's a cat holding a gun.
Kitty with the glizzies.
Kitty with the glizzy.
Cat's got the deagle.
Oh my god. Nice. How can I tell if my cat is using drugs? What the fuck? Get Hazel in here.
Yeah, that's why I bought it. We need to make Hazel great again.
Yeah, every morning before I give her treats while she's complaining, I'll
Read
have to
a chapter.
Yeah. She has to sit patiently because I learn her some knowledge.
This guy with his fucking lips. You gotta finish the podcast now with the lips in. Oh, don't do that. Oh, don't do that.
No, you're gonna blow it all over.
Delicious.
Well, good gift, Seven. We had a very good assortment.
Yeah, we did. I'm good, dude.
I like how last week I asked you if it was useful, and you were like, "No, it's not." Well, now I'm looking at it.
That's the
In what scenario was it? I guess that it's useful. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know the contents of that book.
Hazel's been very curious.
I
and
wonder if it's actually useful.
I bet that there's something in here.
Probably.
How do I know she's possessed by a demon?
Is it even legal for my cat to own a gun? Brother, it's just cats. It's just pictures of cats holding guns.
There was a cat holding a crack pipe in
Really?
the drug section, yeah.
The combination of a pug and a cat.
Ew. What the fuck is
That's
that?
fucking nasty.
Looks atrocious. Put it down. It's an abomination. What would you give it to kill it? Would you give it chocolate, or would you give it a bunch of milk? That way it just shit and gets dehydrated.
Chocolate milk.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I'll kick it really hard. It's faster, more cost efficient. We already have all the required tools.
Oh my god.
You almost choked.
Should I be concerned if I suspect my cat is gay? And the picture along with it, it looks like a early 2000s Britney Spears.
I was gonna read some simp comments, but
Huh?
I don't really want. I don't know. Y'all know that bitch Susie Lou?
Nah.
Oh, well, maybe I shouldn't say that. All right. Correction. That part just got edited out. Do y'all know that YouTuber Susie Lou, who is definitely not a bitch? Yeah, try and take down our video now, bitch. Yeah, so what she does is some dumbass reaction videos to where, oh god, I need to stop because she's been taking down a fuck ton of videos. But she's been correction.
I think she stopped up.
So she was doing that whole thing to where she was taking down videos that were criticizing her and stuff for bullying. That's why I'm being very cautious with our words. But yeah, she definitely makes very incredible reaction videos that are definitely not dumb. But no, what she'll do is just like turn something on, and she has her webcam there, and she'll like just like let the shit play, and she may have like a minute of reaction.
Yeah.
And it's gotten even weirder because now she started uploading like anime reactions to where she'll like, I don't know how she gets away with it, because my first fucking video that I ever posted on my YouTube channel had like 2 seconds of a meme, and my shit got flagged. But apparently
Really?
she can put on fucking 21 minutes of Naruto, and
What the
for
hell?
some fucking reason she doesn't get flagged. I don't know why. So and
She's basically just like
just
streaming
and dude,
the whole episodes.
she goes on this on Patreon, and she's doing the uncut version of it to where you can just go on there and watch the shit, you know, which is illegal. But she's taking down people for copyright because they'll like say something bad about her and play a little bit of her clip.
Yeah.
She is like versus dislike enabled on this one. Disabled. The title is I Just Lost Everything, Kakashi Death Reaction, Naruto Shippuden, Susie Lou. I'm not gonna play the fucking video because it sucks, but basically what it is she's like doing the whole dumb like spoiler alert in case that you wanted to see fucking Naruto Shippuden for the first time in 7 years since this episode premiered, but Kakashi ends up dying, but he's not actually dead, you know? But she's watching it, and whenever he dies, she's like, and like fucking crocodile tears. She's not actually crying. She was faking it. It was so obvious that she was faking it. And like the other part, she's like, oh no, I love Kakashi, and like shit like that. And she was like, I've never seen Kakashi get overpowered by anybody, which is completely fucking wrong. It's like, did you even watch the other things, or are you just picking out the highlights, you know? Here's some of the simp comments that I was reading. So this guy, Danny191919 said, Susie, I understand how you feel, and whenever I saw it, it was quite a difficult and horrible moment because I also suffering from what happened to Kakashi. You didn't get fucking done over by using your Mangekyo Sharingan too much, fucking Danny191919. But look, you do not have to give up, and do not say that you do not want to finish, or you do not want to see it, because you must finish what you started. So my advice is to take a few days off to calm down and relax. And when you're better, you can continue, because the best is coming in the following chapters. So don't give up. And I support you with everything so you can keep going.
That's
Oh,
the biggest.
Biggest sim.
I've
Wait,
ever
let me see.
heard of.
Let me see how long that comment is.
Oh, dude.
God.
Yo.
I passed up some that are longer because I don't want to read them because they're going to take so long. Some dude said, "It's okay, Susie." Y'all aren't going to get this meme. Anybody that's a Naruto meme lord. Somebody said, "It's okay, Susie. Remember, you still have Yamato, who's the worst fucking character in the entire fucking series." All right, here's another simp. Oh, we got 2 simps. I waited so long for this reaction. This video has about a minute of reaction out of the whole fucking 17-minute long video. Next dude down. "Poor Susie, whatever you do, just keep watching. I don't want you to quit. Take a break if you need to." This guy's name is Jesus Christ.
Yo,
There's Domino's.
the man.
He goes, "Damn, baby, I love your reactions. Just lay off the pauses. Damn, we get it. We just want to see your reactions. Explanations after the episodes. Great reactions, though. I love it. From Jesus Christ." This dude is a waste of the fucking username. Sometimes I read some of those comments and I think it's you too. I don't
What
think
the fuck?
I don't think I imagine. I'm like, if this is my friends, that it's like I could be reading comments and I fucking look at somebody's profile and I'm like, small dick 27 and it's simping. I'm like, I'm reading this and I'm thinking these dudes are queer bait in the comments, but if that was one of my boys, I would never know. Whenever I'm telling the officer that I just didn't know. Nobody expected it, you know? So, y'all never heard this, but it was whenever me and Ben got super fucked up and we're barely capable about holding a conversation after about 30 minutes of talking. Here are some of the topics that we discussed there. Toontown.
Oh, yeah. It's coming back.
Yeah. Buying Yu-Gi-Oh cards as an adult.
Yeah.
Drug addict obstacle course. Bunch of addicts, parentheses, crackheads, close parentheses, get high and do the floor's lava.
We talked about that because it was like, you put all the crack addicts on one side,
Yeah.
the obstacle course, and then one crack pipe filled with
Yeah.
crack on the other side.
And then we had the same thing with like sex addicts to where on one side there's like a fleshlight and then they have to cross the obstacle course.
They wouldn't work because they just start smashing
Yeah,
as
just
soon as
start
they
fucking
like,
each other.
the bell dings. Ding.
I have Joe Organ. I spelled his name wrong. Joe Organ. Gaming is a waste of time. Dab of hot sauce. And then later on, during the conversation, I wrote down what I said for some reason. And I said, "Shit will cut your fucking brake lines." Because it's a hot sauce. And then while we were talking about sex, I said sex is a DLC. Oh, that's whenever what was it?
We were talking
That
about
you have to pay for it.
Yeah, it was like, or you get paid.
Nah, you have to pay to bust the nut inside of a girl.
Oh, because you have to pay.
Yeah, you technically
You
have
gotta
to
pay to play.
Yeah. And it's like you either pay by taking out to nice dinners, you pay in your time to where it's like you wait a little while and then you access the DLC, which is doing it without a condom, leaving it in.
Or you
or
just straight up pay for it.
or you pay for it with like
Cash.
trash can Cheryl up by the road, who you take her to the mini mart and her payment is a strawberry Slurpee and a pack of Camels. Just to
Anything you want, sweetheart. It's on
dump a
the
load
table.
in her for a pack of Camels.
Just let me finish my pack and the Slurpee real quick. Just so you know, I'm gonna call you David. That's my first husband's name.
Oh my god.
You just take the bag that they give you and you fucking stick it over her head.
The slut killer.
Slut maker.
This man's a slut maker.
I'm gonna call you David.
I thought it was pretty funny.
So, this last week, I got on this little spree of
Crack.
crack. Yes. Nah, but I was looking up funny headlines. And one of the first ones I found was emus have been banned for bad behavior. A hotel in Australia's outback says.
What the fuck?
2 emus, siblings Kevin and Carol,
Oh.
are now banned from a hotel in a tiny town in Australia's vast outback, raised by an animal rescuer. The birds are usually a friendly and wide-eyed source of entertainment, but the emus learned to climb the stairs.
Wait, what the?
Wait,
So
is
were
that
they
all?
allowed in the fucking like Best Western or some shit?
Yeah.
Like they could,
They were just chilling at the La Quinta like nothing.
Did we read that? I feel like I was like, I feel like my brain couldn't even process that.
Wait, do they have like stables for him, or do they just let them?
Look,
they let them in the continental breakfast.
This goes into it. The new skill gave the birds access to the pub of the Yarka Hotel in Queensland. Once inside, they unleashed a long-legged brand of chaos. They snatched toast and french fries away from customers.
I once knew a dude whenever he gets into a bar like that, he acts the same way. Once he gets into a pub, I know a dude like that, and his fucking sister. He starts pecking at people and trying to steal their grog. He's also banned from a Best Western.
This man's packing over here.
My toast.
No, get your you have
Some guy's
just
hammered.
comes up from behind. Bah!
Some guy gets super hammered. He gets some toast. The emu steals it. He just starts like punching
He
it.
starts punching the emu.
The emo get emu.
Emu.
He gets to the point where it's like using his long neck to
Or
dodge
it's
the punches.
yeah,
Just-
starts slipping punches, and then it just goes back, and he's tired, and then it just sticks a fucking foot up and catches him in the jaw. One of his little pelican feet. So we were at the zoo one day, and I guess I'm not sure, but I think that the zoos clip the animals' nuts so that they don't like start reproducing and shit.
Mhm.
But for these, they were like an endangered species of lemur or some shit that they had. And I remember me, my dad, my mom were all walking through this little monkey exhibit. Fucking lemur, monkey, crocodile. It was a fucked up zoo. They were all in the same container.
the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Each like height is a different class of species.
Yeah. There was also a human in there with a cattle prod trying to get the fucking alligator all riled up.
He's like, hey, let me out.
They gave the monkeys a bunch of darts to start throwing. So we were walking by the lemur exhibit.
The monkey gets a
Well,
cattle
imagine,
prod.
yo, did y'all ever
Little
watch?
slingshot.
Did y'all ever watch Billy the Exterminator?
Oh yeah.
Imagine if he was in there slingshotting the alligator.
So we walked by this fucking lemur exhibit, and on the sign, and it said that they were like pretty close to being extinct, you know. So there were some expensive monkeys, and that's what my mind always thinks. I'm thinking about money. Whenever I look at a monkey, I think money. So I walked by this fucking exhibit, and I was probably 8 or 9. I was with my dad. I think it was my dad and his girlfriend at the time. Walked by the fucking exhibit, and my dad got held up at the fucking snake section because the dude's a weirdo and he just wants to look at snakes in these little fucking boxes. So I was with my dad's girlfriend, and these lemurs are fucking each other.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
straight up, raw dog. No protection. Yeah, dude's slapping with his tail. He's clapping. And so I'm looking at that, and I'm like, what are they doing? And then she's like, well, they're reproducing. And I was like, huh. And they're probably like, here I am, maybe a foot in front of me is the glass, and they're maybe 3 inches behind the fucking
I
glass.
was right there.
And
I
I'm
was like,
looking at this lemur dick. And for some reason, I had the bright idea to like flick the fucking thing. And so I flick it, and the lemur turns, and he fucking came on the glass.
Oh my god.
He's like, this is it. What?
He looked at me. And I was like, and it was like bink, and he was going, and he turned, and he fucking dipped out of her. And then he was like, boom, how you like that, huh? And I just looked, and then she just grabbed me and walked off.
God,
It was very strange.
damn.
I just fucking remember that. I probably haven't thought of that since it happened.
Either you are now king of all those lemurs,
Yeah.
or that
He's the
lemur's
I'm
gonna.
the bitch of all
He's
lemurs.
the king of the
No, you're
animal
either the
kingdom.
king of all lemurs, or that lemur's gonna come back one of these days and be like, "You're mine.
Dude,
You're mine."
at that point,
Bitch made by a lemur.
at that point, bro, dude, I'm coming on a lemur. All right, I'm going back. I'm finding the extinct lemur. I'm coming on him. Then I'm killing him, his entire fucking family, his entire genome. Don't care. Extinction ready. We need another Holocaust.
Oh,
So
oh,
The
shoot.
lemur holocaust.
yeah, trying to come on, kids. Fuck 'em.
King Julian.
King Julian. Just choke slam Morty.
What do you want, Mort?
You know the guy that did that was Ali G.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah.
All right, thank you for listening to the Daddy's Boys podcast. This was episode 8, where we opened some unexpected packages, talked about
Kinda
some. All right, talked about some weird people, some weird things.
Like how
Please-
you're summarizing it like
please-
an essay.
Please follow us. All right, we need help. All right. All right.
Get us help, all right.
All right.
All right.
Or you can just rate us.
Just
All right.
rate us, review us, follow us, subscribe,
Hug me.
do whatever. Yeah, sock him.
Yeah. Wear a mask. Did you see the new CDC report that came out?
Nah.
Yeah, we ended this.
What about it? Did they say it's bullshit?
No, about the new mask prototype.
Nah.
The, what was it? ET-MA. Eat my dick.
I knew it. I knew it was coming.
I was expecting it.
I was like, we're gonna laugh. We're gonna
I
laugh.
know. I looked over.
Bro,
and
I
you're
was waiting for you to
struggling.
say that shit.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening. Bye.
We're back. Shakira.
Hey, I got a topic for that. No, actually, I got. Hold on.
Ooh, baby, when you talk like that, you make the woman go mad. The big one. You ever see that TikTok drummer that did that?
No.
He sucked. Could have done it dude. If I would have done that,
Why are you a TikTok star
Hold on,
then?
hold on,
it'd be
hold on.
fucking cooler.
Shakira.
Because, man,
Yeah,
I'm not put on my full potential. But I know that if I did, I could fucking kill it. Was
Ye-
that you that made that
kill
joke
that
before? To where you were
5-year-old
like-
drummer.
Was it Ben in the earlier podcast where he was like, "Oh, it was fucking Kim K." You were like, "I could
Oh,
break the
his
internet."
fucking ass.
Yeah,
Yo, I'm just built different.
I'm just built different.